how can we use what you know about belonging and apply it to addressing division in our country, polarization, school shootings, because we know a lot of people who are perpetrators of school shootings feel alone or feel a lack of belonging. How can we address gangs and kids entering gangs? I feel like what you have written about can be applied much more broadly in our society, and I wonder if you could comment on that.
I love that that's something you picked up in it. One of the earliest stories in the book is about the Boys and Girls Club in Jackson, Mississippi. It's an organization that I got to meet the then leader of the organization, and I was struck when we were talking not about belonging, but she was very, very specific, and she said we need X number of dollars and X number of cents per child that we bring into our organization. And I thought to myself, this is really odd. Why do you need that much money? And why are you so specific? She said, well, we're so specific because we have a duty to our donors to be that specific. And we need that much money because of the competition. So I immediately had to have the right answer. And I said, oh, you're competing with the United Way. You're competing with other organizations. And she said, no, we all have our place. We're competing with gangs. And I thought to myself, wow, this is a really important moment. Boys and girls clubs are competing with gangs. And she said, we're each offering the same thing. You have to understand, we're offering the same thing. Yes, we're offering experiences. Yes, we're offering meals. Yes, we're offering mentorship. Yes, we're offering all these different things. She says, at the end of the day, you have a choice. You're going to belong to a gang, or you're going to belong to us, with us. And it was kind of that aha moment when you do your research and you do your work to go, I really wasn't including this. I really wasn't including this. This wasn't really kind of the direction I was going with the story. And I was here for a different reason. And it becomes one of those moments that says belonging is much, much bigger than organizations. Yes, the metrics at the organizations are undeniable. Unquestionable, it is a good business decision, but it's a societal decision. And we each have a responsibility to think about, starting in our own families, starting in our own communities, who are we leaving out? Who is right there on the other side of the fence that we have a chance to bring over to? And so the rules are designed to help us think about that. If we each committed, and you just want to take one rule at a time, and you take the rule of listening without labels, it's hard. We are so conditioned to go them, us, they, whomever. We're all different. We're looking for divisions. But if we try to do a challenge, a 1-week challenge, and say, you know what, this week I'm going to challenge myself to listen without labels. Every single day, I'm going to be really focused on not having to have the answer, not going into a conversation with me versus them, me having to be right, me knowing what they're going to say just because of whatever it is. And putting some of the basic tools in place, see how many people we begin to bring inside our world. See how that begins to create an invitation. I didn't know, Brad, that you were interested in that. Thank you for listening to me. Those kind of things are the change that we need in society. And I'd love to tell you that there's going to be a leader that we're going to elect or hire or do whatever that's going to say, here we are, let's all come together. and it will be great if it is. But I believe that the onus of belonging is on each of us as leaders of ourselves, to begin that invitation, one person at a time, bringing them in, one group at a time, and going out of our way, sometimes being uncomfortable with that.